Good day, Quarter Force Challengers. How you doing? Welcome to day 3. Yes, congratulations so far. We're at day 3, and today is the day. No greater day than making it happen today. But today I want to talk to you about nutrition, particularly about tracking your food. In the Quarter Force program, whether you're doing it on demand or you actually get your application itself, you're going to find your eating plan. Your eating plan is going to help you determine what bracket you belong in. Do you belong in bracket A, B, C, and so forth down the line? This is going to determine how many or how much food you're going to eat. How many of these containers, how many of this green container can I have per day? How many can I have of these red containers, and so forth down the line? It's a simple and easy nutrition if you put the time and effort to get yourself familiar with it. At first, it's kind of tricky because I recall when I first started doing the 21-day fix and the containers came into my life, I was like, I don't get it. I was constantly, struggling with how am I going to do this? And then I decided to read the booklet and realize, oh, there's tracker sheets. There's an app for that. There's all these different resources are available to us if you take the time to invest in yourself and get stuff done right. All right. So for starters, if you haven't gotten your program yet, your Quarter Force program, your physical copy, if you haven't gotten that yet, then you can still get to the tracker app, tracker forms on our website. If you go to teambeachbody.com and you go to the Get It Fit tab or Get Fit tab, worksheets, you'll see a list of all the worksheets for all the programs that are out there. Whether you're doing 21-day fix, you're doing 22 hardcore, you're doing Quarter Force, you can go ahead and access it that way. My recommendation to you, while you get used to your meal plan, at least focus on this week 1, going to be crucial. You start developing those habits. Print out a copy. Take a copy, print it out, place it in a document protector so you're not having to print out 4 or 5 different ones, right? Print it out and notate how your progress is going, right? What plan you fall under, the lot of containers you have per day, and then use it. Day 1, you write down what you ate. Day 2, same thing, and day 3, same thing. Not only are you tracking your container count, but you're also tracking your water count. That's going to be important that you keep yourself hydrated to avoid muscle injury, muscle soreness, and give your body a chance to recover. So you want to make sure you have that down packed. Fredo, you don't understand. I'm struggling with that because I can't get the concept. All I think is containers. Well, am I doing it right? Am I doing it wrong? I don't know if you're doing it right or wrong. This is going to help you. You may think you have it down packed, but you're human, I'm human, we are human. We're opening the doors to ourselves to be foolish if we go ahead and just go based off memory and not track it. Because guess what? We're all human and we tend to get sidetracked or not pay much attention to the little things. So this is going to help us keep track of those little things. All right. So you look at your day 1, you track your container down for the, let's break it down. Don't focus on the finish line. Focus on what you're doing to get to the finish line. This is it. This is going to be your, just like you do your workouts and you're improving, this is going to be the other side of the house, the nutrition. So use it to your advantage. That's why we have these tracker sheets available for you. All right, they're your friend and allies. You don't like the hard copy? If you're an iPhone user, you could go follow it. It's like 21-day fix tracker app or something like that. It's free. If you're an Android user like myself, there are some out there. There's some that you have to pay for. I pretty much am old school. I like the visual aids. I keep it right, posted next to my calendar. As I do my workout, boom, is there. As I go to lunch or write whatever it is, it's there. It helps me keep count and be mindful the next time I go to the kitchen, the next time I go to my lunchbox. Okay? Uh, Prime example. Let's take mine day one. If you notice in mine day one, here are my container counts. Tells me what I'm allotted to have. Here is my container counts. And at the end, you just add your numbers up. Do your numbers match what you have up here? If it's a yes, great. Good job, outstanding. If it's not, focus the next day where you get to improve on. All right. So in my case, day one, when I had my lunch, my salad, I forgot my fat in there. So I was like, ooh, yeah, let me adjust that next time around. And I did. If we look at my day two, I remembered, make sure I have my fat in there, my healthy fat. Where did I mess up on number two? Anybody? You need a closer look? Yep, look at the counts that I have up top and look at the bottom. Yeah. So if you notice, I had an extra orange in here. So shame on you, Fredo. Hey, I'm human. It happens. I don't expect you to be perfect. I don't expect myself to be perfect. My OCD does, but I don't expect myself to be perfect. The reality is, I know I may or may not be 100% on this. But I told myself, like I told my kids, you strive for excellence. Okay? Is it going to happen every time? Gosh, doggone it, no, it's not going to happen every time. But I practice, I practice, I practice. So I record, record, record. And that's how I move forward every day. And I can keep track of, is it working? Is it not? Am I applying what I was told so it could work? You have a plan. The problem is not with the plan. The problem is the person following the plan. Are we executing the plan to the best of our abilities? This is going to help us form those abilities, improve on those abilities. So don't set yourself up for failure. Please don't do that. Use this, find out for sure where your weak legs are at so you could get strong on those sides. All right? Just like when you're doing the workouts. You have to balance on one foot, you're stronger in the other than you are on. It's natural. You never had to use that body part before, or never had to put emphasis on that leg before, that arm before, and now you're doing it. You're realizing, hey, I gotta work on this. So, and that's what you're doing. You're realizing, hey, I gotta work on this. So, and it's perfectly normal. So, one second, I anticipated that coming on. What you heard basically was my alarm. The alarm that I had set on my phone to remind me, hey, it's time to go take your morning break. So when I go take my break, yeah, I'm sorry, I need alarms. I get too focused on work, too focused on doing anything else. If it's the weekends, I'm focused playing around with my kids, outside in the yard, whatever it is that I'm doing, running errands. And the alarms help me keep track. I realized, yo, I was not drinking water, so I even set alarms up for water. So here in the next hour, my alarm is going to go off, and I know I have to, or should have, refilled my water bottle at that point if I want to hit my goals. Like, for example, right now, I already hit, this is day 3. This is my breakfast that I had. I wrote down my marks. Wrote down my containers. I tracked my water, right? So I know I need 4 per day, 4 or higher. And so if I want to hit my 4 marker, I know based on how much I drink water at work where I need to be. And then I also know that when it comes to dinner, I have my water. So I track that too. So I'm mindful of how I operate and I put it in. So that's something you want to put it, consider as well. You know yourself better than anyone else. So track that down. So again, that I set my alarms up. It helps me stay focused. Reminds me. That's what alarms do. Hey, focus, get up. So I get up and go to the kitchen, and yeah, you can see I have my hat on again. And so I go to the kitchen, get my snack, get my lunch, get whatever it is I gotta get, put it in my body, and I write it down. But Fredo, I'm not hungry. Why do I gotta eat right now if I'm not hungry? I don't want a snack. You have a snack now, so when it comes lunchtime, you're not eating your lunch and then wondering, what else can I eat? It happens to all of us. We skip meals, we eat less of something, so then the next time we put food in our body wants more. Like, whoa, you were keeping me hungry. You were starving me from that. It's like you you ever go take a sip of water sometimes and you realize you drank about half a bottle? Yeah, that's those are key things you want to keep in mind because that's your body telling you, dude, I was freaking thirsty. You didn't feel thirsty. Especially now in the winter. It's not hot outside. So you don't feel thirsty. You don't feel the need to go drink water. And it isn't until you start drinking water and you're like, whoo. Even my son tells me sometimes, like, Dad, can I have some of your water? I'm like, go get your own water bottle. And he'll drink. And the reason I have him drink his own water bottle, so he doesn't mess my count up, because I track my water, but also so he starts developing his own habits of carrying his water bottle around. Because when usually he asks me for water, he's thirsty. Usually if he tells me, hey, let me take a sip, next thing I know, my water bottle's half empty. And he's like, wow, I guess I was really thirsty. I didn't realize that. Because it happens. We're not designed to be focused on this stuff. We teach ourselves to be focused on this stuff. And these are little tools that are going to help us. So again, if you want to get it, it comes in the booklet. But in the booklet, it's going to be a smaller version of what you're looking at here. It's not going to be all big and printed out. Let me get it real quick so you can see. I had it down here. So, but you're going to get a smaller version, you know. You're going to get a book version of what you have. Sorry, I got fat fingers. So, in your eating plan, right, that you have here, it's telling you how to find out what bracket you need to be in. So pay attention. Page 1. Focus on that. Once you have that done, then you can focus on the next page. Finding out, not the fruits, finding out what containers and how much of each container you need. That's what you want to, like I said, take time to read. Take time to, you've already invested in yourself. Go put the investment work for you. Make the plan work. Execute the plan. Okay? Gee Louise. I can't find the printout right now. I'm sure it's like on page 4 or 5. It's because I'm looking for it. I'm sorry. These things are usually in the back. Let me go there real quick. See, this is live, unedited. And so, well, it's not live, but closest thing to live that I can do. The tracker app doesn't have a live feature yet, so I have to record my message, load it up, and share it with you. I promise it's in here because I saw the darn thing. But anyways, again, I'll find it and I'll let you know. I'll comment with. Or if somebody wants to comment real quick, hey, dude, it's on page whatever, then that would be great. If not, then the way you can find it online, you can log in to Beachbody On Demand and look at the purchase items that you have. Click on the program and you'll see on your right hand side all the material that comes with the program. Or you don't even want to go that far, just go to teambeachbody.com, go to the Get Fit tab, click on worksheets, and you'll see the worksheets that are available per program. You click on Core de Force, because that's what we're doing, and you pull it up. It's going to look just like this. You could print it out. The reason I print mine out, put it in a document protector, because guess what? Once my day is done, you only have 3 days per paper, right? My main thing is I'll focus up here, how many containers I have. Once these 3 days are done, write it down in my booklet. Yes, I suggest get yourself a booklet, get yourself a journal. Write down your day 1, day 2, day 3. Write down how you felt. Dude, I felt sore in my arms. My back is kind of hurting. I'm feeling great. If you ate something that's not on here, I had a handful of pretzels. I put creamer in my coffee, and I didn't count it. It's going to help you as you progress. You look back. Yes, on Sundays, look back. That way you can look back and see your progress. Look back as you start developing your menus for the next week. So week 1, I particularly week 1 have a specific menu that I'm following from A to Z, trying my darn to follow it from A to Z. But and my wife is following it too, and she's already called dibs on week 2. She's like, I want to go ahead and change it up. I want to have something else for breakfast. I want to have something else for lunch and dinner. So I let her map that out. As far as this is what I want to cook, I look at the containers, so I make sure I don't exceed that, and I suggest you do the same. But I'm going to use day 3 as an example because it's easy for me to just write it again. Look at my water count. I have a little Sharpie, dry eraser, right? Comes with a nice little eraser on the end. I erased it, and that's it. Back on my wall it goes. And boom, look at that. I get to write it down again. And so you printed it out, use the document protector, resources at your finest. Sometimes keeping it old school works. Good thing about using the app, because I've done the app as well, it tracks everything for you as you go, and it's there with you. So problem is, a lot of folks, they get distracted on their phones, they get distracted with the apps, they get frustrated because it's not working the way they want it to work, or they're having to plug in the same thing over and over. You plug in the same thing over and over to begin with anyways, whether it be on paper or the app. Okay, your repetition is what's going to build your your habit. So let's make it a good one. Anyways, enough said. I don't want to keep you here all day because I can just go on and on. I wish this was a live stream so I could just see your comments and interact with you. But I got things to do, so do you, and my alarm went off, so I'm getting kind of time to go eat my snack so I can eat. So when lunchtime comes, I'm not devouring my plate. I'm eating my food and not the plate. So anyways, comment below if you have any questions, concerns. Again, teambeachbody.com, Get Fit tab, worksheets. Click on Core de Force and you'll see the workout sheet there. It's called Core de Force Food Tracker, and that's exactly what it is. Next to it, you have the calendar, but you have that already. It's going to come to you. All right? But let me know. I'm curious to see, what are you using to track your food containers? What are you using? Are you using an app, printout, something else? I see folks have an armband. That's great for them. But if your work, like I have some that work in the medical field, they can't have any of that fancy stuff. Heck, they can't even put nail polish on. I get it. My wife's in the medical field, so I feel for you. But let me know, how are you tracking your containers? Does it make sense to you? Are you struggling with it? What are you like me, finding out like, I'm eating too much of a certain container? And just share. That's what we're here for, right? To share. All right. Well, you take care. God bless. Y'all have fun. See you on the flip side.